Hello everyone, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope you enjoyed the previous videos. In this video, I would like to talk about the breakout, the concept of breakout in different cases. By different cases, I mean breakout of static resistance, breakout of dynamic resistance, and after that, I am going to talk about the concept of pullback, and I'm going to explain about it by bringing real examples from the market. And in the following and at the end, I'm going to talk about trends after pullback. All right, let's get started. Okay, if you take a look at these two photos I have prepared for you before, you can see the left photo or the left picture. We can see that the price at this zone has had some, reaction. Whenever it came to this zone, we had a kind of bearish trend. So as I told you in previous videos, we can say this zone or this part is called static resistance, which you can see the previous videos to know it perfectly. Anyway, but you can see here, which we had a kind of breakout. Breakout means if the price can pass this zone to another direction. So you can see in the previous parts, we had a kind of bearish trend, again, another bearish one, and we had breakout and change in the trend. All right, you might ask, what does this part mean? Okay, this part shows pullback. Pullback means when this price can pass this zone, okay, and it never goes back under this zone, and when we have change, in the trend, this is called pullback. Now you can take a look at the other photo on the right. So again, you can see we have a kind of static support. Okay, this is different from the picture on the left. This is kind of support because whenever it came to this zone, there were some buyers who changed the trend of the market and they changed it to, bullish trend. But finally, you can see at this zone, everything changed. I mean, the bullish market changed to bearish, and we can see a kind of, breakout for this zone. Again, you can see in this part, it came back to this part, and again, we had a kind of bearish trend. So we can call this process pullback, as I explained about it. But pullback can be different. I mean, the picture on the left, we can have a kind of pullback, and the rest of the trend would be for a bullish trend. But on the right, we have pullback, and the rest of the trend, we have bearish trend. And finally, I can say these two photos were about breakout. And when we have breakout of static resistance or support and then pullback, we can see the trend was changed. All right, we can continue our discussion by taking a look at the next page. So in this page, you can see again two photos. They're from the real market, and you can see in the first photo from left, we have a kind of dynamic support. Okay, this line is acting as a dynamic support because, whenever it comes to this line, we have reaction. But finally, at this point, we can see this support fails and we can see the price goes under this line and everything changes here. What does it mean? It means we have a kind of breakout and the price is going to decrease, and from this part to this part we have a bullish trend, but after breakout we can expect the bearish trend. Okay, and if you take a look at the photo on the right, again it is the real one from the market, you can see that we have a kind of bearish market. If you can remember, in bearish market we had lower highs and lower low, which are completely evident in the photo on the right. Okay, so you can see this line, which was a kind of dynamic resistance, and we had 1, 2 and 3 and 4 reactions to this line. After every touch, to this line, we had a kind of change to bearish one, but finally at this part, at this point, okay, we can see that we have a change, we have a breakout. So the price could break it out and change the trend to bullish. Something you can see here is called pullback. Okay everyone, that's it, and this is the end of this video. So you can experience and you can watch the real examples on different websites that I'm going to explain about, and you need to practice and make your eyes accustomed to these trends and these changes we can see in whole market, and you are going to understand the breakout concept by practicing, because practice makes perfect. Thank you one more time for your attention, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye for now.